Hello, this is Juniper of Soul V Studio, and welcome to my backyard. Today, the Inktober theme was flow, so I thought it'd be fitting to be down by the creek today. And Inktober is on Instagram, and for the month of October, so many artists draw in ink according to a list of themes. So flow is my Celtic knot for today. It's actually in the house right now, but so that's been a fun morning experience. So on Instagram, I was scrolling through and I saw something that Courtney McGinty posted, and her page is public if you want to go look. She posts a lot of inspirational quotes and that sort of thing. But I don't know if she wrote this or not, but her post said, "Control your mind or your mind will control you," and the background was Buddha. A really actually colorful and beautiful painting of Buddha. So it got me to thinking, because I'd already been thinking about renewal, due to an experience I had last night with my sister, simply passing on information and her reaction to that information, which I was just trying to make her aware of something, but she found that information unsettling for some reason. And I recognized that I was reacting poorly to her being upset, because it was her frustration was kind of coming toward me, even though in my mind it shouldn't have been. But that happens a lot. I find it a lot when I'm driving. Like yesterday, I'm driving to my daughter's school. There's this giant truck. Not quite a semi, but almost. But like a really big step van type thing, and it was huge. The tires were giant. They were taller than my hood. And I was going straight down a road, no stop signs, no stoplights. I was going straight. This giant truck just pulls out in front of me, and the dude glares at me because I have to put on my brakes so I don't slam into him. Totally glares at me. Just one of those things. And it's, again, that's just people. I mean, he must have been in a rush. Who knows what was going on. But totally cut me off. So glad I put on my brakes, because otherwise it would have been a bad scenario. I would have crashed into his wheels. And he had the stop sign. So it was just one of those, but situations like this happen all the time, where you're just doing your thing, minding your own business, and then people have an intense reaction to you just being there, or you just saying something out of, hey, just letting you know. So how I flip my pancake, one of my tools for flipping my pancake, that's a really quick one and really easy, is it's almost gone, so I'll have to refill the bottle. It's just a little roller bottle. And it's so small I can easily fit it in my pocket. As I just rub some on my pressure points. And the motion of putting this on your pressure points it feels good. It takes potentially less than 1 minute, something that can easily be slipped into your pocket. And the scent is some of my favorite smells combined. So it's kind of, there's some citrus in there, there's some florals in there, there's some earthy base tones in there with the vetiver and the cedar. So it has this opening effect from the lavender, and I forgot all the oils I put in. I found the recipe this morning, so I need to remake it. But it has this opening effect, but it has this like soothing effect, and it has a brightness from the citrus. Oh, and there's a little bit of spearmint, which is a softer mint. But what I found is when I notice that, and I do have this in my car as well, is when I find myself a little bit off kilter from an experience, because almost slamming into a giant truck got my heartbeat going a little bit faster. It offers me the opportunity to just slow down, take literally 1 minute, and enjoy the smell, and get back to a place where I'm more even keeled. So I just wanted to share. And I mean, if it's a tiny bottle of lotion, if it's whatever, some sort of scented thing. One thing in my experience is there's a lot of people who are incredibly allergic to perfumes and fragrance oils. So I try to keep my perfume oil, I guess, pure essential oils and not a super heavy dilution. So those people who are really sensitive to smells don't have a bad reaction in my presence. And that's another thing yesterday that I noticed. We were walking down an aisle of the grocery store, and the next aisle over was all of the soaps and laundry detergents and cleaning products and the scented candles and those plug-in things. And even from one aisle over, I started getting a headache from all of those fragrances coming out of that aisle over into the next aisle. Like, it was really, really strong. So that's why I do prefer essential oils, because I'm a bit sensitive to some of the fragrances and perfumes, even in laundry detergents and stuff like that. Wow, that car was really loud. But having some sort of scented thing, and especially with Christmas coming, there's all sorts of different things that will be available. But just having a small scented thing can help to push reset. And I wish that I had figured this out when my kids were small, because it possibly would have helped. And we could have made it like a fun game of a magical potion or something like that. That helps, because the power of smell is very strong. And I know earlier in my videos I was talking about the smell of roses. It always reminds me of my grandmother. So if you create a mental link to a particular smell, it can help you pop into that place of being even keeled even faster. So, a tool of controlling your mind, or letting your mind control you when things become unsettled. It's a super fast, super easy, and expensive option. Blessings on your day.